Today we talk about the innate and adaptive immunity. So basically we know that in our country there is a one defense mechanism is present, and this defense mechanism or military having the function as to kill the enemies or protect from enemies and make a peace in our country. Same as it is in our body also, having the defense mechanism to protect against this pathogen and keep us healthy. So this immunity basically divided into two categories, that is innate and adaptive immunity. So in this lecture we see the difference between or what is meant by innate and adaptive immunity. So first of all, let's overview or just look the basic concept of the immunology. So basically in last lecture I told you what is meant by the immunology. So basically the immunology is a branch of biomedical science that deals with the response of an organism to antigenic challenge and its recognition of what is self and what is not. So basically immunology is the study of defense mechanism, that is immunity. So it deals with the defense mechanism including all physical, chemical, biological properties of the organism that help and to combat its susceptibility for foreign organism and material. So basically the immunity word is derived from the Latin word that is immunes, means to be free. So basically the immune system is our defense mechanism. It defends against the pathogen to protect us. So basically immunity is a capacity of multicellular organism to resist harmful microorganism from entering it. Okay, so basically we talk about the immunity, boost your immunity. Immunity is essential to keep us healthy. So this immunity is a capacity of organism, and each organism having the different type of capacity against the different kind of pathogens. So this immunity is essential to keep us healthy. So basically immunity involve both specific and non-specific components. So basically immune system is a complex defense system and having the function that is prevent infection. First of all, it protect against the fight against the pathogen and protects us from the infection. If second is if we get infected by the any microorganism or any pathogen, it eradicate by establishing this infection. This immune system fight against this pathogen if they enter from the any of the side or any of the mechanism. So they want to eradicate or want to fight against this pathogen and eradicate from the organism's body to keep us healthy and free from this pathogen. Also this immune system having this self recognition, that is they know that what is our self or what is self component or what is non self component, so that they can differentiate into the antigens, that is what is the microorganisms antigens or what is our antigens. We know that the blood system or in our body system having this some specific antigen which is self antigen, for example blood antigens. And these microorganism which secrete the antigen, which is the toxin which trigger the response for the immune system, are the non-self. So immune system differentiate these two antigens and they having the self and non-self discrimination. So basically immune system is not a organ system like digestive system, respiratory system or any system possessing in the organism. So it is functional system which consists the cells, tissue, organs, molecules, proteins. So all these molecule cells having the function to protect against the pathogen, fight against this pathogen and keep us healthy. So basically immune response is coordinated reaction of the cells and molecules to infectious microbes. Okay, so immune response means whenever the pathogen get inside our body system, immune system fight against this, and this response or this mechanism which recognize this pathogen and immediately start the eliminate them or want to kill them, that is the immune response which is given by the cells, organs or proteins by producing the antibodies. So this is the immune response. So basically, the antigen is a substance which is secreted by the microorganisms or these pathogens, and each pathogen having the different kind of antigen. So this antigen are the toxin substance which is trigger the immune response. So this immune response may be innate immune response or adaptive immune response. So basically, there are two immune system are present in our body system, that is innate immune system and adaptive immune system. So basically, innate immune system is non-specific and having the immediate onset, that is immediately, uh, even after when the pathogen get inside our body system, they recognize them and try to kill them. They don't understand what is the pathogen, what kind of the disease they cause, but they want to kill them. They just know that to kill them and eliminate them from body. So they are non-specific. Whatever the pathogen or whatever the microorganism get inside our body system, they just try to kill them. But on other hand, acquired immunity or adaptive immunity is specific, so that they're having the late response. So basically, innate immunity is continuously, okay. So on the one side, so innate immunity is having the immediate response. When the microorganism get inside, innate immunity start the immune response against this pathogen and try to kill them. And acquired immunity or adaptive immunity having this specific response or having this specific mechanism to recognize the microorganism and produce antibodies and try to kill them. So that they're having to recognize this microorganism by the antigen, because each pathogen or each microorganism like bacteria, viruses having the different kind of antigens, and these antigens having the different kind of toxin produced. So that adaptive immune system firstly recognize this pathogen, what kind of this pathogen, what actual, what kind of response we have to do against this pathogen. So first of all this process done by in adaptive immune system, then after that recognition they produce the antibody against that pathogen and start to eliminate them or kill them. So that acquired immune system having the delay onset or having response laterly, but innate immune system is continuously on duty in our body system. They continuously scan our body, so that any pathogen get inside our body system, they try to eliminate them or kill them. But adaptive immune system is not continuously occur in body system. It is a trigger when any pathogen was not killing by the uh, innate immune system, then they trigger the adaptive immune system, and then adaptive immune system start to get response to a response against these pathogens. Innate immunity is inbuilt, okay, it is genetically inherited from our parents, where acquired immunity we acquired after getting infection. So when the pathogen get inside our body system or get invented in our body system, immune system fight against those pathogen and form immunity against this pathogen or microorganism. This immunity, okay, this adapt immunity form acquired by the after infection. So this is called as acquired immunity. So acquired immunity having two type, that is humoral immune response and cellular immune response, where the cellular immune response means in this response or in this immunity the cells getting response against the microorganism. The cells may be T cell, B cell, phagocytic cell like neutrophils, natural killer cell, macrophage. So all these cells get fight against the pathogen. So this is called as cellular immune response. Where humoral immune response means, so in humoral immune response some chemicals or some proteins fight against the pathogen. They may be chemokines, cytokines, or antibodies. These are the proteins and chemicals. These chemicals and proteins fights against the pathogen, which is known as humoral immune response. Okay, which is a part of acquired immunity. So basically, we can say that the innate immunity is a first line of defense. Okay, when any microorganism try invade in our body system, so that they have to cross the first line of defense, that is innate immunity. So first line of defense means intact cell. Okay, so we know that our body is covered by entirely covered by the skin, so that when the pathogen try to get inside our body system, uh, they have to invade through the skin. But it not happen because we have the intact skin. Then mucous membranes, we know that the our body system, in inner side of our body system, having the mucous membrane, maybe respiratory system, intestinal system, so they're having the mucous membrane. Then normal microbiota, so we know that the in our body system having the organism that live in our body system. And with so this microorganism or this normal flora of the body is not uh, it inanimate in our body system without causing the disease. So in human body we can, it is not sterile. Okay, so we become a colonized by the bacteria from the moment we are born. Okay, so all these bacteria live inside our body system. They may be live in skin, respiratory tract, urinary tract, digestive tract. So normally this normal flora prevent colonization by the pathogen by competing for the attachment site or for the initial nutrients. So this is thought to be their most important beneficial effect, which has been demonstrated in the oral cavity or intestine, in skin, or in vaginal epithelium. For example, intestinal bacteria play an important role in development of immune system. The normal intestinal flora is responsible for the resistance to colonization by the exogenous pathogenic microorganism. So these microorganisms fight against those uh, harmful pathogen for the site of attachment and nutrition. So they may be useful, some kind of useful for the human being. So then after the first line of defense, they have to cross this second line of defense. If the microorganism cross this first line of defense by getting invaded in our body system, they have to face this second line of defense, that is phagocytosis. So phagocytosis are the cells which engulf this microorganism and kill them. So they may be neutrophils, eosinophil, dendritic cells, macrophage, natural killer cell, and many more. So after phagocytosis, body shows some response. There may be inflammation, fever, and production of the antimicrobial substances. So this is the second line of defense, which is the type of the innate immune system. If innate immune system fail against the microorganism or pathogen, then it trigger the adaptive immune system, that is acquired immune system. So acquired immune system, we can say that it is a third line of defense, which having this specialized lymphocyte, that is T cell and B cell and antibodies are the immunoglobulin protein which is fight against the pathogen. So these are the some difference in innate and adaptive immunity. First is response time. Okay, so we know that innate immune system showing the response against the microorganism or pathogen immediately after they invade in our body system, where the adaptive immune system showing the response lately. Okay, so they having the days, or after the 96 hours or days, they start to respond against the microorganism. Basically, the specificity of innate immune system, we can say that they are non-specific. Okay, innate immune system fight against the microorganism without recognizing them, which type of pathogen are they, or whatever what cause actually they having in our body system. They just know that these are pathogen, these are non-self antigens, we have to eliminate them and kill them. So they just kill them and try to eliminate them from the body system. Where adaptive immune system is highly specific. They having the discrimination between even minor difference in the molecular structure of microbial and non-microbial molecules. Okay, we know that the microorganism produce the antigen and some antigen present in our body system also. So this immune system, adaptive immune system, having this minor discrimination difference in these molecules, so they can recognize this microorganism by their antigens, trigger the immune response by producing the antibody against the microorganism. They know that what kind of antibody actually form to kill this microorganism. That is, they having the highly specific recognition. So talking about the diversity, so innate immune system showing the less or limited number of diversity. So it is having the germline encoded receptor, where the germline encoded receptor means it is the microorganism that invented in our vertebrate host. It is initially recognized by the innate immune system through the germline encoded pattern recognition receptor, that is PRR. Okay, so several classes of PRRs include toll-like receptor, cytokines receptor recognizing distinct. So these cytoplasmic receptors recognizing this distinct microbial component and directly activate the immune cells. So basically they have the germline encoded receptor. So as I told you, this innate immune system having the inbuilt in our body system by the genetically inheritors. So they having the germline encoded receptors, where the adaptive immune system is highly diverse, having showing the very large number of receptor arising from the genetic recombination of receptor genes in each individual. So adaptive immunity showing the highly diversity of the antibody production. So basically this adaptive immunity having the three receptor gene, that is V, D and J. This three gene segment showing the diversity of diversity in formation of the antibodies. This topic we see in next lecture. Okay, so you just remember that the adaptive immunity showing the highly diversity in production of antibodies. So next point is memory response. So talking about the memory response, the innate immunity have not having the memory. Okay, they just fight against the pathogen, where adaptive immunity having the persistent memory and and showing the response against the microorganism by recognize them and produce the specific antibody against this pathogen. So they having the memory response so that they can trigger the production of antibody and eliminate or kill the microorganism. So next point is self and non-self discrimination. So self and non-self discrimination. So innate immune system provide immediate defense against the infection, but it does not confer long-lasting or protective immunity to the host. So innate immunity discrimination between self and non-self is mainly based on the receptors, which is recognize the non-self molecules present in pathogen but not present in the host. Okay, so basically we can say that the innate immune system recognize this receptor microorganism. Okay, we know that the antigens, so they can recognize this antigen. These are the pathogenic antigen and these are the self antigen. So innate immune system just discriminate these antigen receptors. So mostly in human, the human leukocyte antigen are the group of the identification molecules located on the surface of all cells in the combination that is almost unique for each person. So thereby enabling the body to distinguish self from the non-self, where the adaptive immune system is good for the self and non-self discrimination also, but occasionally it fail of the discrimination in self and non-self discrimination, so it is result in the autoimmune disease. In last lecture I told you what is meant by the autoimmune response. Autoimmune response means the immune system mistakenly attack on our self tissue and cells and from the diseases, that is, for example, I told you rheumatoid arthritis. So it is an autoimmune defense. It is formed due to this self and non-self discrimination, which is enabling the adaptive immune system. Okay, so next point is soluble component of the blood. So there are many chemicals and many proteins present in our innate and adaptive system which fight against the microorganism, bacteria and viruses. In innate immune system, many antimicrobial peptide proteins and other mediators are present, where in adaptive immune system antibodies, that is immunoglobulins, fight against the pathogen and also having the cytokines. So cytokines are the large group of protein and peptide or glycoprotein that are secreted by the specific cell of immune system. So cytokines are the category of signaling molecule that mediate the regulate immunity, inflammation and hematopoiesis. It just trigger or signal the adaptive immune system, that is microorganism get invented in our body system, so that the adaptive immune system trigger the production of antibodies. So basically innate immune system having the cells, that is phagocytes. They may be monocytes, macrophage, neutrophils, natural killer cells, leukocytes, epithelial cell, endothelial cell. So all these cells are major component of the innate immune system, where the in adaptive immune system T cell, B cell and antigen presenting cell are present. Let's talk about the defense mechanism of innate immune system and adaptive immune system. First of all, innate immune system. So innate immune system having the defense mechanism like skin, mucus, pH, phagocytes. So we know that first of all skin. So we know that our entire body is covered with the skin, and skin is act like barrier for the pathogen. So pathogen cannot invade in our body system by crossing the skin. So they have to cut or having we have to injury or cut so that they can invaded in our body system or get entry in our body system, or by the vectors. We know that the mosquito and other fleas having the pathogen in their body system, when they pierce our body system, this microorganism get invented in our body system. So skin act like a barrier, first line of defense in innate immune system. Secondly, mucus. You know that the all our inner side of body is covered with the mucosal line. In respiratory system, eyes, saliva or uh, uh, intestinal system having the mucus. So this mucus trap this microorganism and eliminate them by the coughing and sneezing. So mucus is important for the trapping of this microorganism or dust particles. Then next is pH. We know that in our body system having the different kind of pH. For example, blood pH having the 7.4, it is slightly alkaline, where in stomach pH is acidic. Okay, when if organism get inside our body system by the food or water, then the acidic pH in our stomach kill them. Okay, so they just kill them by the acidic pH present in our body system. So next defense mechanism, that is phagocytosis. So phagocytosis is a mechanism where the cell engulf the microorganism and kill them. So in this phagocytosis, there are many cells work as a phagocytes. They are neutrophils, macrophage, dendritic cells, monocyte, natural killer cell, and many more. So these cells engulf the microorganism and kill them by the acidic pH or phagosome. So in this phagosome or phagocytes having the lysosomes and phagosomes which having the acidic pH. So due to acidic pH, this microorganism are killed and eliminate them from the body system. If both this mechanism fail against the microorganism, then the third line of defense is activate, that is adaptive immune system. So adaptive immune system having the defense mechanism like T cell, B cell and antibodies. First of all, T cell. So T cell is also called as T lymphocyte. It is the one of the major component of the adaptive immune system. So their role include directly killing infected host cell by activating other immune cell, producing cytokines and regulating immune response. So basically, T cells promote the killing of cells that have ingested microorganism and present foreign antigen on their surface. And another class of T cell is T helper cell, so which function to inhibit the immune response and resolve inflammation. So in this figure you can say that, so T cell having two types of cell, that is CD4 and CD8, where CD4 is T helper cell which represent the antigen presenting cell. So they trigger the macrophage for engulfing the pathogen, or T cell, that is killer T cell, which engulf the microorganism and or activate the B cell which produce the antibodies. So T helper cell act in three ways, that is they can trigger the production of killer T cell which engulf the microorganism or kill them. Then secondly, it can be trigger the macrophage for the phagocytosis or trigger the B cell for the production of antibodies. Then second one is B cells. So B cells are the lymphocytes that play the large role in the humoral immune response. So the abbreviation of B is stand for the bursa of fabricaceous, which are the organ unique to the bird where the B cells are mature. So each B cell produces a single species of antibody and each with the unique antigen binding site. When a naive or memory B cell is activated by antigen, it proliferates and differentiates into an antibody secreting effector cells. So basically we can say that the B cells activation is occur in secondary lymphoid organs such as spleen and lymph nodes. So after B cell maturation in the bone marrow, they migrate through the blood to uh, secondary lymphoid organ which receive the constant supply of antigen through the circulating lymph. So B cell are the center of adaptive humoral immune system which is responsible for the mediating the production of antigen specific immunoglobulin directed against the invasive pathogen. That is, B cells are responsible for the production of antibodies, where the antibodies are the immunoglobulin which kill the antigens and which recognize the antigen and kill them. So these are the adaptive immune defense mechanism. So I hope you understand all the concept regarding to innate immune system and adaptive immune system. There are difference in between the adaptive and immune system and their defense mechanism. So that is for today. I hope you understand this lecture. See you in next lecture.